At Ease Peeps, welcome back to my channel Yellow Sweet Potato. We are here with another episode of Immortals of Aveum. In the previous episode, we went out on our first mission as an immortal, and in just the first mission, we faced the hand of Sandra. The last episode was filled with action, and we saw constructs, we saw new enemies, and we also got new powers. In the end of the episode, we were transferred to a new world and we don't know what the fuck it is. Continuing on from there, here is episode 5 of Immortals of Aveum. Okay, so this is where we left off. Hand of Sandrak. Search the tower. Oh, what the fuck where the tower is? Okay. Where is the tower? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Jack! What happened?
I don't know what the fuck happened.
Sandrak and the Hand vanished when I arrived.
He cast some kind of spell. I tried to stop him.
You were supposed to wait for me, Initiate.
Why is it so dark?
The ley line, he absorbed it. I don't understand. I saw something.
Saw what?
Something
When his
fucked
spell
up.
was cast, I left my body. I went somewhere else.
Out with it.
I saw the Pentasod. It's alive.
And dark.
Sir, we should talk. Up there, Sandrak referred to me as a brother. And not like, oh, hey, look, it's another Magnus, but more like...
Like someone from his order.
Exactly.
Complicated subject. One I'm not going to get into here.
You're not going to explain how Sandrak is an immortal.
Was.
You're not going to explain how Sandrak was an immortal.
Thought I made that clear, Initiate.
Not an initiate.
That's something
not
Kirkan will talk to you about when she
Or
thinks
if I
it's
said
right.
please, I deserve to know.
Some of us don't like being reminded.
I fought long and hard to become an immortal. Getting blindsided that Sandrak's one of the alumni, the guy who bombed my home, I might add, is more than a little uncool.
That's true.
Wait, what? Really?
Yes. You should have been told. I know what he did to Saren. Everyone does. But it wasn't my call.
I should just go.
Wait a minute. Listen. About your vision
Even she had
of
it.
the Shrouded Realm. I wanted you to know something.
I want to
Yeah.
know what about it.
The Pentasod. It is alive. All we ever see here, in this world, in our world, is only the physical manifestation of its true form in the Shrouded Realm.
Oh the fuck.
In Kalthus, our mystics say this form visits them in dreams in the winter. In other parts of Aveum, prophets, saints, madmen have all claimed to have seen it at one time or another.
So I'm a saint, is what you're saying.
I just wanted you to know that you're not.
And I'm not special? No worries, sir. Kirkan lets me know that all the time.
Can you ever shut up? I'm
Yeah,
saying you
seriously,
don't have to
hear her
feel
out.
alone, Jack.
Okay.
I don't want you to feel like you might become a pariah. People that have visions of the Pentasod,
Careful. You could end up being nice to me for the first time ever.
You're impossible.
Eh.
No, I mean it. That was really kind of you. Thanks.
All right. I'll meet you back at the Palathon. Sandrak absorbing a ley line isn't something we're even remotely prepared for. Kirkan will be eager to talk.
Ah, okay. So what he did over there is absorb a ley line, and Sandara was kind to us for a moment. Fine. Taking that ahead, moving on back to Paladin.
Jack,
Oh,
heard you walked right up
okay.
into a whole thing.
Take up a position at the table, Initiate. There's a lot to talk about.
The
Any
fuck?
of these possible font shapes.
Sounds like Zendara filled you in, sir, but
Yeah.
I've got about 1,000,000 questions.
Story time, Jack.
And I used to really love story time.
The Shrouded Realm is a world of raw, untempered magic. A magic so formless and wild, it's impossible to master.
Yeah, I think I've been there.
Then the Pentasod came to that world and created the fonts. 5 great anchors that connected the Shrouded Realm to Aveum. The ley lines spread out from these fonts, traveling through both worlds.
Wait, 5?
Turning the Shrouded Realm's magic into a resource we could use.
If someone could capture the power of a font, they'd control magic in a way that no Magnus has before.
Like a living ley line tower. Capable of drawing magic from the very source. Capable of even redirecting it away from other Magni.
Damn.
Sandrak has done exactly that. We believe he's in possession of a Throttacull, a binding stone, an
Throttacull,
artifact that can control the fonts.
Too much name
So
dropping.
that's what I saw the hand pull out of the ruins.
That's right. With it, Sandrak will eventually be able to block our access to magic completely. Then the Everwar is over.
Over? As in he takes over Lucium?
As in, he takes over
Everything.
everything.
Okay. Gun fatigue.
Sir, respectfully and whatever, you're wrong.
Excuse me?
Oh boy.
You said it yourself. Magic is a resource. Just because Sandrak absorbed a font or whatever doesn't mean his power is endless. It's just that it's probably ginormous. If
He's
he found a way to
optimistic.
use the Binding Stone, so can we. We can take it back and then...
Wait, what the fuck? Is that Sandrak? Oh fuck. Is that Sandrak? Buddy.
Make yourself at home.
After 2
I
shots
bring you
fired.
good news, sister. Peace is near.
Oh fuck, he has friends. Short
Allow
friend
me
and
to
a
let
tall
you
friend.
witness it,
A small kindness between friends.
if you would have it.
We were just discussing what the best response would be to your desecration of the fonts.
Had you yet concluded you have none? Let us meet at Nicaea to discuss the terms of your surrender. I hear now you speak for your king,
He's more
so there
optimistic.
should...
Trap!
The boy does not know me. You have my word. The traditions of Aristea will be upheld, without violence. I see a Lucium that genuinely survives this part of history. Can you?
Well, that was horrible. Course of action?
I love him.
Devin, make sure every last trace of them is really gone. Zendara, I need you to speak to the watch commanders.
We're meeting Sandrak at Nicaea.
We're outgunned, not outfought.
Oh, fuck, they're actually gonna go there?
Jack, let's talk.
Obviously, I don't know what to do right now.
Is Zendara right? We're going to actually walk into Sandrak's trap.
Seriously?
It's not a trap. Sandrak fashions himself after the nobility of Aristea. He'll honor the tradition of Nicaea as neutral ground.
Sir, I know you don't plan to surrender.
Not even a little bit. We'll take him by surprise, hit him with everything we got, and hope the power of that binding stone of his is found wanting.
Okay, so it's our trap then.
The Immortals can't let Sandrak take control of magic, Jack. We have to take our chances.
Speaking of the Immortals and Sandrak having been an Immortal and you never telling me your fellow Immortal,
I figured this was coming.
Obviously. You're
There's not a lot of time here.
I had a right to know. You recruited me the day Sandrak destroyed my home. I've been fighting against Rasharn ever since you told me.
What difference would it have made?
I don't know, but how do you benefit by constantly keeping secrets from me? You could have told me about the fonts long before any of this. You could have told me how using magic destroys the world before training me.
You joined the army, Jack, not the academy. You only needed to know what helped you in the field.
The
I don't feel
fuck?
that's a good enough answer, sir.
Should we
I'm
side
sure you
with...
can live with it for the time being. If we survive Nocia, we can talk about it again. Now, a few pieces need to fall into place for this ambush to work. I need you to take this to Captain Selko.
A portal stone. Any message to go along with it?
Selko will know what to do. You'll find him in Lordsfell along with a battalion of our soldiers.
Understood. I'll head out now.
Okay. Considering what she's doing, I think we should have sided with Sandra. And I really like the banter they have between the characters. The writing is really good with those small moments. There, now here is Selko.
So...
Hey, buddy.
Kirkan didn't say what that thing
Kirkan.
does.
Probably better you don't know, sir.
Is it though?
If you got captured.
Yeah.
Sure. It's just... If I knew the whole plan, it could be helpful, since
Nobody's
I'm
telling
like
me anything.
part of the plan. Am I right?
You have a point.
You aren't going to tell me, are you?
Nope.
Great. See you around, Captain.
Jack, Kirkan's asking for an update.
I delivered the portal stone to Captain Selko. What's next?
Rendezvous with the rest of us at Nocia. Our parley with Sandrak is imminent.
Parley.
What?
Yes,
Never
definitely.
heard anyone actually use that word.
It's the nerves.
Uh-huh. See you soon.
Nocia feels like a trap. We know it's a trap. I don't know how we are gonna deal with it. Anyways. Okay. Fuck you. What the fuck? Fucker, fuck you. Shit. Okay. That was sad. That was traumatizing. It's okay, we're good, Finally. Oh, see ya.
Can I call dibs?
Not the time, Jack.
So, what's the plan?
To know, this all feels a bit improvisational, if I'm being honest.
Is that Big Show?
You bring
That's
no
definitely Big Show.
Didn't feel the need.
Are you serious?
I held a small hope you might see reason. Yet you remain the same Kirkan that made me abandon the Immortals years ago. Obsessed with victory, stranger to compromise. Your
think we are on the
eye ever
wrong
bent
side.
towards the world's ruin.
And you just want to save it.
I can. With this, its mastery over the fonts means I can end the war.
You mean win the war?
Yep.
By turning the rest of us defenseless.
In our every meeting, a yipping pup.
Jack's right,
Are
though.
you serious? What the
You're
fuck,
not worthy
bitch?
of that power, Sandrak. Your airships bombed the free cities of the East and then wonder why they resist you now? The last order that surrendered to Rasharn, you burned their ambassadors alive.
Fuck.
If my eye is ever bent towards the world's ruin, it's because I'm trying to stop the man causing so much of it.
Please, don't make me do this.
Captain Selko,
Oh.
you went mad.
Oh.
You didn't abandon us. You were exiled. And I'm still paying the price for not killing you.
Selko's gonna die.
Remember, this blood is on your hands.
Selko's gonna die.
It's the wound!
He's moving it!
We have to go! Now! Pull back!
The fuck? Trapped. Definitely. The fuck happened? They left us to die. Oh, we are brought back. I'm glad. Or is it just a dream?
Devin,
Jack, glad you're on your feet. That could have been so much worse. Took ages, but Zendara was finally able to dig you out of the rubble.
no, not her. I rather would have died. I'm never living that down.
Nope. Never.
How many did we lose?
Considering Sandrak just dropped a city into the wound, surprisingly few. But enough to have made his point. Kirkan's left for Lavenry to talk with the king. He wants a full surrender after Nocia. There's even talk that Kirkan's emergency powers may be rescinded.
So who's in charge?
Zendara. And I'll warn you, she's in a bit of a mood.
Kind of on brand for her.
I heard that!
Whoops.
Meet us in the war chamber, Jack. We've come to the conclusion that we're in desperate need of a plan.
Debrief how you fucked up, bitch.
Kirkan may be gone, but our job's still the same.
What?
Eliminating Sandrak and his hold over the fonts.
What?
There are 5, right? He can't have them all yet. We may not know what the Binding Stone does, or how Sandrak uses it, but we can try and keep him away from the rest if all of us just... What?
The fonts are hidden from us, Jack. Invisible. Buried in the liminal spaces where the borders between Aveum and the Shrouded Realm are weakest.
We only know the location of 2. The Palathon is actually built around one, and the other is in the Tower of Masks in Risharn.
Which means Sandrak's already used the Binding Stone to absorb its power.
We have to assume he has.
Technically, we now know the location of 3 fonts, but the one in the Pale Forest is, well, you saw what happened to it.
So that leaves the last 2, and only Sandrak knows where they are. Fine. Pin that. We concentrate on the Binding Stone instead. We know where that is. We just need to learn how to shut it off. And fast.
Not necessarily. According to my research, a Thradder cult takes a huge toll on its possessor. Sandrak will have to rest before doing another stunt like that. We may have a little time.
Which leads us to former Grand Magnus, Thaddeus. Kirkan's predecessor, now in exile. The oldest of us that still lives. By all accounts, he was an expert on Aristea.
That's definitely Doctor
If
Strange.
there's a weakness to the very Aristean Binding Stone, he'll know about it. In theory.
Sticky wicket, the situation with Thaddeus.
That's not important.
It
Kinda
is
feels like it
important.
is.
Yes.
What Zendara means to say is it doesn't matter that Thaddeus hates the Immortals and everything we stand for because you'll undoubtedly figure out a way to convince him to help us. And a bonus potential setback because the universe is cruel. Like the remaining fonts, we also don't know where Thaddeus is.
Great.
His last known
Amazing.
location was the Sky Islands of Oromon, digging through the archives at the Library of Akoth.
Okay, then what are we waiting for? I go to Oromon, make nice with a friendly librarian.
Actually getting to Oromon is difficult, Initiate. You're gonna need to learn how to ride a ley line.
The fuck?
Devin, you're running support. Walk Jack through what he needs to do to get airborne.
What the fuck?
Ready when you are, Jack.
Okay. So there's where I'm gonna end this episode, and what an episode. Short, sweet. Facing Sandrak was... I don't know. There's so many secrets that the entire Immortals are keeping from us, and... Or as such. Okay. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, share this video with someone who likes to play games. I'll be seeing you in the next episode. Till then, keep gaming.